We're currently on our way to the, oh bloody hell, that Dodge Ram. Is that what I'm like when I drive on the road? I'm here with my mom and with 𝒔𝒐𝒍𝒍𝒐𝒘 as well. And we're making our way to the stables in the horse truck because I'm bringing 2 of my horses home for the very first time today, which is really exciting. As you guys know, I cut Emporio's mane because I'm planning on bringing him home soon. So the mane being a lot shorter will be a lot more manageable. What we are doing today though is bringing them home for like a little holiday. And that is to do like a little trial of how it's going to be. Today I'm picking up Emporio and 𝒋𝒐𝒍𝒍𝒐𝒘 because I know that they're easy to travel together in the truck. And tomorrow I'll come back for 𝒋𝒐𝒍𝒍𝒐𝒃 and 𝒋𝒐𝒍𝒍𝒐𝒃 will come home and they will have just a couple of days at the house. We have glorious weather outside. So it's a nice opportunity for them to enjoy being home. I can see how they are. I can check out how Emporio is. 𝒔𝒐𝒍𝒍𝒐𝒏𝒆𝒚, that boy over there, he also has his horses at home at the moment too. So actually they will all be home except Gaio.
Oh.
Which feels a bit sad.
But maybe the other one are going back.
Yeah, but he's got his horses at the house now, so we're gonna have to see a little bit how we're gonna do this placement of who goes where, because obviously
Gaio can come with Valero.
Yeah, maybe. But obviously with the Stallions in the fields, and we have Macho the Stallion at home and Andorra the mare, we're gonna have to make sure that everyone's happy and no one's hurting themselves. But the fences have electricity now, so that's all. We have no running water, so there's gonna be a lot of buckets going on and filling buckets, but that's fine.
But actually what we've seen so far every time when the horses got on the grass, I don't know if they have to get used to it or just because there's so much water in the grass, is that they hardly drink.
Yeah, they drink a lot less. That's true. Maybe
I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Because now the other ones are drinking full on, but...
And we're giving them water from like house tap water, so we know the water is good. It's not that the water has a strange taste or something like that. But we will see how it goes. Today it's a hectic day at the stables where we keep our horses because there is an auction. They do different auctions at the stables, and today is a full auction, which means it's full of mares and foals, which is another reason why I want to take the Stallions away so they can have some rest, because the foals running around, and also the mares, as soon as they like foal, the mares are like in heat again, and then after a month they get in heat again. So it's just going to be a lot of testosterone going on. So I think we're going to get there. I'm going to quickly wash my horses, that way they come to the house clean, pack their feed as well, and we're going to get out of there. It's going to be hopefully a quick in and out to get the horses back home. I don't know if you've heard the news, but I am officially a horse breeder. This is a whole new journey I'm going down, and in order to kind of showcase this journey, I had to open a website, which is mhbreeding.com. And of course, when I have to create a website, I go on Squarespace. The reason for that is I don't have coding knowledge. I'm not the most tech savvy person, even though I work online, but Squarespace makes the user journey so friendly and easy that I was able to design the whole website myself. First off, you have hundreds of already made templates to choose from, which means that you can really find the design that best suits your business. After this, Squarespace basically guides you through every next step in order to create your dream website. One of the things that I love so much is that when I'm traveling, I can make quick editing changes, I can add pages. It's very, very simple and straightforward. I couldn't recommend Squarespace more to any entrepreneur or anybody that's looking to design and create and stay in charge of their own website. If this sounds interesting to you, then do use my link, which is www.squarespace.com/Harnacke, and in doing so, you'll get 10% off your first website or domain. Thank you so much, Squarespace, for being such a loyal sponsor over the years. It truly is a testament to just how great this platform is. Here they are. Hi, buddy. You're going to be getting a nice wash. Oh. Needed. Here's 𝒋𝒍𝒍𝒐𝒃. Hi. You'll get a bit of a wash and a cleanup as well. The mane looks good though. Here's cheeky Valero. Cheeky dusty Valero. Hey. So, taking another look at the mane, because it's had some time to settle now. I think it looks not bad. I think it's honestly like it's growing on me. I think it suits him. I mean, okay, nothing will be better than what it was before, but I definitely think it's doable. I'm not crying about it yet, so it's not too bad.
I think it actually looks good.
Cute. It's super quiet too.
Now that that's done, we're just gonna pack his and Emporio's feed for the next couple days. I brought some buckets with me so we could. I brought some buckets with me so that they can have that already. He's gonna wait there. This is like my mom called it the waiting room. This is where he's gonna chill because he will roll, and he can just roll at home on the grass. Okay. This is one of my pet peeves when buckets are not clean. So I guess we're dealing with that today. But I will start by preparing 𝒋𝒐𝒍𝒍𝒐𝒘 first and one of Emporio's. To be honest, there is so much grass at home that they don't really need a huge amount of food. I'm actually already concerned that there is too much there. So it's just getting their vitamins and minerals and all that kind of stuff. And I have a great product for that. It's this one. It's the 𝒂𝐻𝒄𝐿 Essential Balancer. Done. I would like everyone to take a guess at whose this all belongs to. Huh, who could that be? Don't know, but anyway, I'll just plug my stuff just on top of it. We'll ask Jesse who he thinks that belongs to. That mess. Now that the horses are somewhat clean, I feel like I'm filthy and disgusting. Not that exactly I came here clean and prepared either. I was working in the morning at the property. But Emporio will always go first because he's heavier, so he sits on the inside of the road, so he takes the first spot. And then 𝒋𝒐𝒍𝒍𝒐𝒘 goes second. Actually, they're both very good on the truck and very good with each other. That's why I was a little bit hesitant of bringing him the first time to a new location with another horse. Because I was like, okay, probably with 𝒋𝒐𝒍𝒍𝒐𝒘 we'll be fine. With Emporio, the two boys will probably have a fun time in there. And then I thought, okay, no, let's just give him my full attention and I bring him just alone. I think that's going to make the most sense. But Emporio will go in first. Yes, is peeing, but we can already start to bring him on. I just have some bell boots and front boots and that's it, because it's like a 15-minute drive, so you don't need to do too much. Yeah. I'm just gonna see if he has to poo first. Oh. You have to poo? Because then it's easy to clean if you do it there, please. Doesn't help when you've got a bunch of mares screaming nearby. Now I've got to put 𝒋𝒐𝒍𝒍𝒐𝒘 on. He's going on there. Beautiful boy, beautiful boy. Beautiful boy. Good boy. Okay.
Cazzo.
With the loading, we did have a tiny bit of an issue. The dividing wall came loose. I don't know why. I was just putting 𝒋𝒏𝒄𝒏 in, and then Emporio like went to smell 𝒋𝒏𝒄𝒏 and pushed with his nose the wall, and the pins were not set into, like they were in the hole where it's meant to be, but they hadn't gone all the way down. I'm not sure why. So then the whole wall, both partitions opened onto 𝒋𝒏𝒄𝒏, and 𝒋𝒏𝒄𝒏 said, well, he didn't say anything, but he turned left and he thought, I'm out of here, and just jumped out of the truck and was loose. So that was fun. Luckily 𝒋𝒏𝒄𝒏 was really quiet. He went to the
camera.
Huh?
Is it on camera?
No, I just checked quickly. My mom tried to make a quick escape and she was filming, and then we don't have it on camera. You can see the bit where like the doors go on him, and after that it's panic. But 𝒋𝒏𝒄𝒏 is really good. If any stallion needs to get loose while there's a fall and mare auction, it's that one. So he found the nearest grass and then just started grazing and eating. So yeah, not ideal though. But he just went back on fine, and they're both very quiet, and it was just a little hick in the road. Horses are always keeping everybody on their toes. We're gonna have to get that pin checked out. We are gonna drive through the gates and drive them actually to a little bit already to the field, because already had one loose horse, and I don't want to have a loose horse on a main road. So I want to make sure that we are unloading inside of the gates of the property. That way we don't have any issues if something was to happen. But my boys are pretty good. Emporio might be a little bit vocal, but aside from that, it should all be quite good. I'm just about to pull in now. Also here at home, it's a bit of a construction site because the demolition of the barn is happening. So we have a little bit of an obstruction in the way, so I'm gonna have to ask if they can kindly pop that out of the way. That's better. It's gonna make it a little bit easier to get through. I've already opened the gates at the back, so we're ready to roll in.
Look, they're going into the yellow flowers.
I know, isn't it nice? Once we get through all the debris, then it does get a lot nicer. I think I'm gonna drive all the way up until the two roads cross, because then it's going to be a little bit easier to walk them if they get a little bit excited. But if you don't mind, or actually I will go, I just have to close this gate.
I'll close it.
Will you close it? Oh, a bit dusty. This road here it's been driven so much that all the grass is gone and it's just powder at the moment, which is very dusty. This is our little arena here on the side. And we've got some sweet little ducks chilling here by the brook. Initially I wanted to put Emporio in this field so I could see him from the house, but there is so much grass, I think he's just gonna look that and colic. So I'm gonna take them to the back. We are gonna have to move some of the horses first though, but that's okay. We've actually never driven the truck here. Don't know if we will scratch on this tree. I just gotta hang to the right.
Why don't you go the other way?
I think it's fine here. I think it will be okay. Just made it through that. We just leave the horses on the truck and we just first move these other ones, yeah? Like these two can go back in here for now. And Emporio we will put in this first one here with the tree.
Wow, look at this.
He's going the wrong way. And of course he will start screaming, triggering the boys. Okay. Right, Yes is gonna bring the boys down the back. It's kind of fun though, because they've never been in that field before. And it's actually really big. The furthest one at the back there. It's that third gate there. But everyone's very excited about the new arrival. Oh yeah, he's not gonna follow, is he? Hold on. I can guide him. Okay, Match, come. You guys are gonna have so much grass. Come on, little one. Come on. Oh! Oh my gosh, he's taken off. Very good. There they go.
No idea, they're just being sent away.
Yeah, but look at how big this field is.
It's been a long time since they had so much space. Look at Macho. Because the grass is so long, he really has to jump over it. March.
Look at him. There he is. This is a nice field. And it runs all through back here as well.
This looks so nice with these flowers too.
Magical. It's cute how they always like want to explore.
I think if we have like summers like this and springs in the future, it would be nice to always have them outside, at least in summer.
Well, yeah, whenever we can, why not? I think that's only nice. Okay, I think they might be getting warm on the truck, so maybe we get them out. We just have to move. I need to close that gate. Need to close that gate there because 𝒋𝒐𝒍𝒍𝒐𝒘 is going in this middle one here. And then maybe we need to put Chase and Andorra back in that one. This is our trusted. We're gonna get some clips made. Until now, this is how we make sure that it doesn't close. Our trusted stick. This is why it's so good that we made these gates in between all the fields. It just gives us a much better ability if we want to give them extra grazing or not. So now we close it and then we just have this one. And I've specifically tried to pick fields that don't have a huge amount of grass that have already been grazed. That way there's not too much sugar and all that kind of stuff for the horses. I mean, the horses are going on the field every day already at the stable they're at, but just not with this level of grass. It's all been eaten down, so it's going to be a bit of a shock to their system for sure. They might get the runs a little bit. That's all part of the fun around here. All right, here comes the first one. They're all very excited. Good boy, 𝒋𝒐𝒍𝒍𝒐𝒘. Ho ho. Ho ho. We're not going to be jumping out again.
These horses probably think, is there any more horses coming every week?
Can you please open it here, 𝒋𝒑𝒍𝒍𝒐𝒘? Yeah. One second. Good boy.
Shiny.
Good boy.
Welcome to your new
well
home.
Done. Welcome. Oh, okay. Hold on. Let's not take over. Good boy. Emporio's dying to get out. Okay, with Emporio, I'm definitely going to go that way because this is going to be a lot for him. Oh. Easy, buddy.
What do you think how he's going to be?
Don't know. He's quite strong. So I think he's going to be excited, but I think he's also just going to eat. Yeah.
But Chase is like, who's coming on my territorium? Territory.
Look, he's like really standing in front of Emporio, making sure to trigger him as much as possible.
Yeah.
Ho ho. This is your field. Oh.
Normally this is like stress you do. This is not his.
Oh no. Oh, I'm at the wrong gate. Oh my god.
This is normally what you do when you move and then it's like very stressful. We decided to do it for a few days to then do it again in a few
We decided to do it as a fun activity.
Yes.
But okay, 𝒋𝒑𝒍𝒍𝒐𝒘 will be quite good and Emporio I think will settle quite easily as well. We will.
It's okay,
we'll
boys.
See. Hey, you have a friend. You're not here alone. Alrighty, Roo. Good boy. I'm gonna leave his boots and his halter on to begin with, just in case we need a quick rescue. Good boy, you're free. I think he's gonna eat. This one's a quiet one.
He looks really good.
Oh, he pooped his bottom.
At least he has things to smell in this field.
Oh yeah, Emporio will too.
Hey, welcome to your new home.
I think we have to, 𝒋𝒑𝒍𝒍𝒐𝒘, get Emporio out because he's going crazy in there.
All right, so the king.
The king.
Chase, you also the king, but
the king comes home. And the king is being handled with a whip because the king wants to make an announcement.
hello.
Hello, hello. Look at them. You're good? Look at all your hay on your face. Come, buddy. Good boy.
So how does that feel?
Can't believe it.
I'm gonna stand here.
Okay. Oh, he's looking at 𝒋𝒐𝒍𝒍𝒐𝒘.
Oh.
He's locked eyes with them. He will definitely go around to smell the poo.
𝒋𝒐𝒍𝒍𝒐𝒘 is pretty calm. Those two are semi-calm.
Good boy. Hey, buddy. Oh, there he is. The king is here. And Macho's not happy about it. He's like, hang on a minute, I was the only one around here. Entire.
It looks so different with this short mate.
I know. How is it possible that my two are the new ones here and they're the only quiet ones?
But 𝒋𝒐𝒍𝒍𝒐𝒘, when they came, they were also really quiet. Remember?
I remember pacing.
Yeah, like later.
Just want to stay with him for a second while he's figuring it out. Hey, lots of poopies for you to smell, huh? That's fun. Little snack. That's the vibe around here. Little snack, a little poo smell. Little snack, a little poo smell.
Maybe you should do some canter through the flowers without any gear. Oh, now you don't.
Me?
That'd be nice.
Are you mad? I don't want to die.
Oh.
Here,
Your mom got the full.
here comes the stallion. What a horse. It's like a happy cow.
𝒋𝒐𝒍𝒍𝒐𝒘 nearly kicked Max in the face. Should have the photo camera.
Yeah. This is when he tells everybody I run the joint.
Well, he better stop stealing now.
Wow, look at that canter.
𝒋𝒐𝒍𝒍𝒐𝒘 still eating.
𝒋𝒐𝒍𝒍𝒐𝒘 didn't even lift his head. them at the back?
Why is that funny?
Because they're just like riling themselves up over him. Wow, look at that trot. Now that is an elite PRE stallion is what that is.
Yes. Definitely.
Now that is a licensed breeding stallion if I've ever seen one.
Very
Maybe I put
cute.
the truck away and I get the electric car and get some fly spray.
And
Well, water as well, of course, but that's not so fun. The water situation here is not ideal yet. It's all with buckets from the tap at the house, quite far away. I've just come back out here to give the horses some water. Oh my gosh, 𝒋𝒐𝒍𝒍𝒐𝒘's moving. What's going on? Hold on. Let's take a closer look at what's going on here. 𝒋𝒐𝒍𝒍𝒐𝒘's had a nice scream at everybody while I was out here. So I think he's definitely settling in. 𝒋𝒐𝒍𝒍𝒐𝒘's just literally been eating. That's the first time I've seen him run. But Emporio went over to the other guys to say hello. I've taken his halter off and I've also given him some fly spray. There he goes. Goodness. This horse. What an animal. If your horse has that kind of reaction to an elderly 30-year-old mare, you know he's got the good stuff. Hang on. That's quite an impressive Spaniard, isn't it? We're just sitting in 𝒋𝒐𝒍𝒍𝒐𝒘's field, the only one that's not going to kill us. Just hanging out, watching them all. Emporio's there in the distance, eating nicely. And Dora's got a new boyfriend, so she's winking and not with her eyes.
𝒋𝒐𝒍𝒍𝒐𝒘 is keeping an eye out.
Yeah, 𝒋𝒐𝒍𝒍𝒐𝒘 is watching watching Emporio like a hawk. Isn't it funny how they straight away, he hasn't looked once really at 𝒋𝒐𝒍𝒍𝒐𝒘, but he sees Emporio as like a threat.
I mean, I think it's not very strange.
Well, he has been screaming this whole neighborhood down. There was a lot of action out here, but my camera died.
I was in the distance and it looked like out of a movie.
Yeah, Emporio was running around, rearing, screaming, galloping, but he was like throwing his hair and this big neck and this big body, and he's like pure white, shiny, clean. It looked actually very impressive. I was like, okay, is he gonna roll? Oh no. You think it's sweet that Etra's staying around us? Since we've come in here,
We organize picnics.
Yeah. He's very cute. He has grateful eyes, don't you think? Yeah. We're doing final nighttime checks. The boys, we went out for dinner. I just put a rug on Mr. Emporio, and he's looking very snazzy and very good in it. Look at that pretty boy. And now I'm doing checkups on Mr. Etro, and he's always the kind of horse that really likes to go in the stable at night. So like at 5 p.m. when it's time to come in from the field, he's waiting at the gate and he's like, okay, take me in. And he's looking a little bit like that now, but he's just gonna have to learn that that's not what happens around here, and that's okay. But it is a learning process, but he will be fine. Hey, you've got your pajamas on. And Antares is looking a little bit. There's your water. Good boy. There you go. And Antares is looking a little bit excited over there as well. Honestly, the only settled one truly is Emporio, because Andorra is also quite unsettled because of Emporio. And so is Chase. Bear's not too bothered. But look at that stunner. Standing there like a beautiful statue. Have you had a nice drink? So this is what he'll do. He'll just walk a bit. But then when he figures out he's not going in, he just settles back down. Hey, it's all new for you. I understand. But you on the other hand, you're thriving. You're living your absolute best life out here. Aren't you? Aren't you handsome? His foal has this exact same spot. It's very cute. Hey, this is fun for you. You think I'm never going back? But he's a horse that's very confident in himself. And you can tell which ones are a little bit less confident. They need that support a little bit from their routine. Some horses like Etro and especially Antares really needs that routine. And then there's horses like Emporio who are very self-secure and thrive in whatever environment you put them in. Just really depends on the horse. Hey, you'll be okay. I'll come check on you a little bit later. It's a full moon tonight, so coming out here at night, maybe I'll try and video it. You can see shadows, you can see everything. It's actually really a nice night to have them out here. I'm feeling really excited actually about having them here at home. It's pretty surreal, to be honest, because I always thought, okay, one day my boys will be here, and that time is now, apparently. And I also always envisioned them first moving. I don't know, when I embarked on this project, I always thought, okay, when the horses come home, it's the big day, when everything is finished. But obviously that's not how it goes, and timelines don't go like that. And I thought, you know what, I just want to bring them home for a little holiday. Why not be able to kind of share that with them already, rather than waiting for the end of the year when hopefully they will be moving in. So for me, it's a pretty big pinch me moment, to be honest. And I think tomorrow morning when I look out the window, where's the window? Where's the house? There. When I look out of the window and I see my boys here, even though Valera's not here, but when I see these boys here, it's gonna feel pretty special. But it's lights out. I'm gonna try and see if when I do my next checkup, if you guys can see anything with the moonlight. It is really pretty, but we will see how much the camera can actually catch. But so far, boys are all doing good, and they're settling into the night. Oh. Macho is causing trouble. So I'm venturing back out. I don't know how much you guys are going to be able to see, but to my eye, there is so much more light. I can see the road fully, the shadows. Hold on, let me take a photo. I'm gonna take a photo so you guys can see actually what the camera is able to pick up here. Well. Good morning. I am clearly waking up. But it is the next day. I've already looked outside the window, especially from the bedroom. And this morning everyone seems pretty happy, pretty settled, which was a joy to see. Everyone accounted for as far as I could tell. So I want to quickly get out there and give them all breakfast. That way I can also fill up their water if they need to and just do some checks on them. So that's what we're going to be doing. I have to go, I don't know if I've shown you guys our temporary kind of makeshift feed room yet. We've kind of repurposed the old standing stalls in the old barn, and we're just utilizing one of those corners as the feed room. I also need to get the little golf car out because we need to use it, but it's in the barn. So lots to do. Let me just unlock this door, which is barricaded here at night. Okay, that's 3 locks now unlocked. Beautiful day outside. It's so nice. So the weather couldn't have been perfect for all of this. Just let it all sink in. Right. So I'm gonna go via the outside of the stable. Hello. I'm gonna go via the outside of the stable because they're working in there currently. It's non-stop around here because tomorrow all the concrete's going in. So as you can see, it's all going on. Here's the car. It's just charging now. So we're gonna be taking her. But then if you go through this little door here, you get to where we're kind of storing all of our feed. We've got our hay here right now, and then we've got feed station. Let me give us some more light. Typically what I do is I just put everyone's feed buckets out. We have this is our food kind of table. I put everyone's feed buckets out. I have the feed buckets here. These are the feed buckets of Emporio and 𝒋𝒐𝒍𝒍𝒐𝒘. I prepared those already. So those I will just lock already, then I know that I don't have to do them, that they're done. We just had a very quick little wild goose chase for the keys, which I ended up leaving in my gilet, if you will. What we do typically as well is once we have everything ready to go, we run to the garden of the house and pick up the dogs, and they come with us because they actually really like running with the car, which is kind of fun. But it's also a nice opportunity for them to be out, and they've been really good here, even though we don't have everything is fenced, but it's horse fencing, it's not dog fencing, so they can still, if they wanted to leave, they easily could, but they actually hang around and listen to us really well. So they always join us when we go out. We don't leave them just unsupervised out here. But definitely if we're out here, then typically they're out here with us as well. Here comes trouble. Here they are. Hey? Where's Maze? Where's Maisie? There she is. She's actually the one that likes running Actually, they both do, but Maisie really likes to run with the car. They run either like right next to the car or in front. Sometimes in the back as well. Do you want to do the honors and turn off the electricity? That will be very helpful. A little bit dusty here on the way. Yes is gonna feed them. He's got their feed. And I'm going down to the boys. Of course, Andorra, she has been so into Emporio. All she's done is be in this corner. Even last night when I came to visit, there she was, just standing there. Hey, there's Emporio. Hey, hey big guy. It's food time. You don't know it, but this is the food cart. Petro's just eating. He settled down last night really well, which was good. Quickly, once he realized I'm not going inside, that stopped. Good morning. Are you hungry? Just there. Please don't tip it. Good boy. Did you have a good sleep out here? Let me just readjust you there a little. Good boy. You happy boy? Fly mask, a bit of fly spray, and then we're all set, and then we're off to the next one. I don't know, you're dropping food everywhere. I don't know if this one fits you. We're gonna have to We're gonna have to see if this one still fits or if this is a little. Okay, that's too small. That's too small.
See, the same thing with him, he doesn't drink that much.
Oh. Ho ho. Ho ho. Ho ho. Emporio. I'm gonna be filling up his water because I see he's had a nice drink. It's all empty. The only one that drinks straight away when he arrives is Etro. All the others take a few days for them to start drinking properly. Etro! Come on! Yes, we exist! He's like, I just care about the grass now. Etro, he'll probably spook at the bucket first. And maybe if he's brave enough, he'll actually eat out of it. He doesn't like any change to his routine. Come on. Oh, well done. Look at these loyal dogs. Yeah. I don't know why the flies have been going crazy around their like private areas on the Stallions. I don't know if that's like a thing flies are into, but well, we've got two happy chaps, and then we've got quite an upset Emporio that his friend is now gone. Ah, the joys of horses. And Bear's also not super happy, but they will all shortly settle. But they have so much grass in this field, and this is the one that we see from the, oh my god, this bloody horse. But this is the field that we see from the house, so it'll be quite nice to be able to have breakfast and see them chilling and hanging out here. Not the girlfriend leaving. Very upset. Very, very upset. Bloody hell. Well, these horses are quite the headache, but we're going to give them about 10-15 minutes to settle. They're all screaming a little bit to each other and getting very excited, but that should all die down in like 10-15. In the meantime, it's breakfast time for us, so I think I'm going to go inside. I've got to close the other gate, but I'm going to go inside and have some breakfast, and we can monitor them from the house. we can continue to watch the stress from the house. Look, here's the current overview. Borio, still upset. Dora, still upset. Star-crossed lovers. I'm just gonna go back out there to have a look. I see that Emporio, even though they've settled, Emporio has somehow taken his fly mask off amongst all the commotion. And he's kind of just standing there, and Annie's also kind of they just are staying in positions where they can look at each other. There is still some emotions flying around between these two, but for the most part, everyone has settled. And it's always one of these things. I mean, when it comes to horses having their whole routine disrupted, it is a huge change to their just everyday kind of cycle. And that upsets them to begin with. And then when you have entire horses, and I think a lot of people forget two things. I mean, of course, stallions have a lot of hormones, but you cannot even compare a gelding to a mare because mares have just as many hormones, if not more, than stallions. They showcase it in different ways, but they definitely react, especially in their cycles, and they have a lot going on too. So if we had fields here with only geldings, probably life would be much easier, but that is not the case. But I told Yes as well, I said, listen, there's never going to be, because there's still one more stallion that has to come. This colt that we bred will be coming here, I think, in the end. I said to him, I never want a home to be somewhere that is stressful. So we've always been able to manage the stallions in the past in a way that was very peaceful for them and for us. But I said to him, I will never jeopardize that for us or for the stallions. So if things here, the way we have them set up, don't work out for stallions, there will be they can make me a package deal to geld them all, because I'm not living in a place of unrest. I've never had to in the past with my stallions. They are well behaved. But it is always a bit of a reminder when you come here and you change things and you just see how much they can react, then you think to yourself, I can't live with this. This is not going to work. And a lot of people, maybe if you are someone new to my channel, or maybe if you haven't heard me talk about it, you might be thinking, Matt, why do you keep so many stallions? The reason why I keep so many stallions is because I am a registered breeder. I have licensed stallions to breed, and that is somewhere I'm heading, and will continue to head down the breeding road. So for me, the stallions are used for breeding, but I will not hesitate to geld them if I have to. Everyone's screaming. Not fully settled quite yet out here. Also, I do realize I didn't properly give you a tour of our new little car yet. But here she is. One thing, I know I told you guys before, but I am going to get this wrapped in green, just so it's a little bit less like in your face. So far, really loving it. These doors, not sure if they're more of a hindrance than a convenience. So that I might take them off the hinge and just take the whole door off so you can like easily pop in and out. But the whole car has been actually really good. And especially having so many horses now here, it's actually super helpful to have. And the fact that it's electric, I'll let you guys hear it. So now it's on, so you can't really hear anything. But I'll reverse. Do you see how quiet it is? So if you have to drive next to horses, if you have to drive in the barn, you don't really have any issues with noise. And I also didn't want to have any like pollution in the stable as well. So it's actually turned out to be the perfect little purchase. And something tells me once we have like, we're going to have one member of staff working here. We had quite a few girls at the last stable, but because we have less horses here, it's probably only necessary to have one person working per day. But I imagine when we have one person working here as well, we might have to get another one because they're going to need it. We're also going to maybe pull the arena grader with it. And yeah, I already thought maybe we might need two, but I thought, okay, they're not super cheap, these little cars things, even though this one is actually a really well priced. Some of them, I went to see some of them and I thought to myself, I might as well just buy a car. Like, for these prices, I was like, how can people even justify paying that much? I certainly could never pay those prices. All right, well, I'm going to go. Well, we're going to go. This horse has been absolutely up to no good. Let me try and not get my whole face electrified because I didn't turn it off. Now, where is this fly mask? Has anyone seen a fly mask around here? Anyone? No fly mask. That's excellent. Oh, there, I see it. It's right next to him. Yeah, that's silly, huh? No fun with your mask off. He's actually not too bad. I thought he'd be like super sweaty and kind of like, don't touch me, but he's not in that. Stallions have this like mode they can switch to where it's like they see through you and their only goal is what they're thinking of, whether it's another horse or whatever. Or some stallions you see, luckily none of mine do this, but some stallions will pace the fence back and forth, and there's really nothing you can do to break them out of that cycle. Mine are not horses that really like pace or have any of that, but it can happen with some stallions during the spring. It's happened a couple of times with Emporio that he's not listening and he's no longer connecting with me because he's overwhelmed and looking at a mare or something like that. But mine don't have like negative behaviors associated with that. They're just distracted. Hey buddy, you've been so quiet. How are you? Might take your rug off. Look at that. Look at that distinguished gentleman. Nice and shiny. Very shiny, actually. I have been feeding this new supplement from Harnacke, which is the feed company I work with. There's actually more to the story about that, but that's unreleased yet. That will be coming soon. But he looks incredible. Since that supplement, his coat has darkened. He's super shiny, really healthy hair as well. He looks really good. Looks $1 million. You think I've got more food for you? I really wonder what it is about horses that they think that like fly spray is scary. I don't know if they just don't like the sensation of like something wet or what it is. He's not too bad about it. But he doesn't love it either. 𝒋𝒐𝒍𝒍𝒐𝒘, when I bought him, was born and raised at the exact same location. He was already a 6-year-old. He's now 10. But when I bought him, he was born and raised at the exact same place. Never really gone out, never really done anything. So when I brought him to the Netherlands and I started to bring him out to different locations and different things, and he started to experience a different kind of life, he was very quickly overwhelmed. But now he has this like grateful eye, I think, because a lot of the time he like looks for me. So when I am driving down here, he's like neighing at me, and he's a horse that really like seeks that validation a little bit from, or like reassurance from people. But he's just a really, really sweet guy. I still don't really have a plan in my head of when I'm going to take them home, but I will just kind of play day by day. For now, I think I have 4 days worth of feed. So that's something. But I'm going to go to the stables now and check on Valero. I hope he's doing okay because yesterday he was quite riled up because of all those mares. And to be honest, it's probably best that he didn't come yesterday, because being in that rattled state would have meant that he would be kind of like having a bigger reaction to everything else, because he's coming here a bit triggered. Okay, well, the boys can keep enjoying it here. I've got to go be a dad to the other one now.